Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings has responded to fans on Twitter after they begged him to do a musical episode of the show. He became the co-host of the game show this year with mayim bialik after the show tried to find a replacement for Alex Trebek. A Jeopardy! Fan posted a photo of Ken while hosting and pointed out that he has worn a specific tie numerous times. The host originally replied to her and said, "Thank you for this still of me singing the show open." The fan replied, "After 39 seasons, isn't it time for Jeopardy! To have its musical episode?" Ken took the liberty of answering the Twitter user back by quoting her tweet. "I have often read all these clues before, but the stage it always stayed beneath my shoes before," he joked, along with a music note emoji and the original picture of himself. So, he seems to be down for a musical rendition of Jeopardy! Now, maybe fans can get mayim on board. Fans react. Jeopardy! Fans seem to be down for the musical episode, as they replied to his tweet with enthusiasm. "I'd be first in line to audition for musical at Jeopardy!" joked former contestant, Rowan Ward. "Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't answer in the form of G major," said another fan, joking about how contestants need to answer in the form of a question on the show. A third encouraged, "I say, just start singing the clues, Ken. Sooner or later, the contestants will follow suit." However, one fan suggested that he needs to work on his rhyming before they can follow through with it. "Rhyming before with before? Needs work, Ken," they said. Others said that he could do a parody of My Fair Lady and call it My Fair Jennings. Is he nuts? Ken spends a lot of time on Twitter, and although this one wasn't about a musical, he did amuse fans with a NSFW joke. He wished everyone happy holidays, but in a way no one expected. On Tuesday, Ken shared a photo to Twitter. He simply captioned it with a confused face emoji. It read, "Planters, to all a good nut. Celebrate the good at every gathering." The photo was an ad for Planters Peanuts, and was a play on words to the line "and to all a good night" from the story, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It is not clear why he shared it, since his caption wasn't very descriptive, but he could have just found it funny. Jeopardy! Fans took to the comments to react to the tweet. One commented a gif of George Takei saying, "Oh my. Kenneth Wayne Jennings," another scolded. A third wrote, "That can't be real." The host left many other fans shocked by his random post. It all started as a joke. A playful Twitter thread from a devoted Jeopardy! Fan account tagged host Ken Jennings and proposed what they thought would be the most outlandish idea yet for America's most cerebral game show: what if Jeopardy! Did a musical episode? What followed was a flood of comments, memes, and enthusiastic responses from fans across social media, all echoing the same quirky plea, "Let's make it happen." And to everyone's surprise, Ken Jennings responded. A Twitter storm of song and synapse. It was late Tuesday night when the original post went viral. The tweet, which read, "Imagine a full-on Broadway-style Jeopardy! Musical episode, Alex Trebek would approve," quickly gained momentum. Fans began composing their own lyrics to classic show themes, jokingly calling categories things like Potent Potables, The Ballad and Daily Double Duet. Some even reimagined iconic moments from the show as choreographed dance numbers. "I'd pay to see Ken Jennings tap dance while reading Final Jeopardy!" one user joked. "I want think." Played live on violin by a dramatic tuxedoed performer as the contestants scribble furiously, another added. Within hours, #Jeopardy the musical was trending. Ken Jennings breaks his silence. By Wednesday morning, Ken Jennings had caught wind of the movement. Known for his dry wit and charm, the reigning host took to Instagram with a photo of him holding a show card that read, category, "Things You'll Probably Regret Asking For." In the caption, he wrote, "To the fans demanding a Jeopardy! Musical episode, I have one thing to say: be careful what you wish for. You really want me singing Potent Potables in a falsetto?" The internet erupted. Jennings followed it up later that afternoon with a tongue-in-cheek video posted to TikTok. Dressed in his usual suit and tie, he dramatically sang, "I'll take opera for $800, to the tune of Phantom of the Opera." Fans ate it up. The comments section exploded with laughing emojis, crying emojis, and a flurry of creative suggestions for the hypothetical musical extravaganza. One fan wrote, "Ken, you've got the voice of a trivia angel. Make this real." Another added, "Don't tease us like this. I want contestant introductions to be full-blown musical numbers." Inside the Jeopardy! Production office. While most fans assumed this was all in good fun, behind the scenes, the Jeopardy! Team wasn't completely ruling it out. An anonymous staffer at Sony Pictures Studios, who insisted on being referred to only as Deep Clue, told an entertainment blog that producers were surprised by the sheer volume of requests and were actually entertaining the idea, at least in theory. "We've done special tournaments, celebrity shows, themed weeks, so why not a musical?" the insider said. The team joked about bringing in Lin-Manuel Miranda to write clues in verse. The staffer also hinted that April Fool's Day 2026 might be a very weird day on the Jeopardy calendar. "Let's just say some contestants might be encouraged to rap their answers," they added cryptically. Jennings doubles down, with a show tune. By Thursday, Ken Jennings had fully embraced the chaos. He posted another video, this time with help from Jeopardy's in-house band. Yes, they have won, even if it's mostly in the background. Standing at the lectern, Jennings belted out a rewritten version of Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. Clue, a fact, I need to state. Re, a contestant with a smile so great. Mi, a host who reads each board. Fa, a fan request I can ignore. The crowd, well, the internet, went wild. Contestant Amy Schneider commented, "I knew Ken could run the board, but I didn't know he could carry a tune too." Mayim Bialik, Jennings' former co-host, chimed in as well, "I'll come back just to do backup vocals on Final Jeopardy, the musical. Let's make it happen." Fans go even bigger. As momentum built, fans started submitting mock playbills, fake musical scores, and even costume designs for a potential Jeopardy musical special. Reddit threads filled with speculations on what the set would look like, glittering buzzers, and who could cameo as guest performers. One viral video showed a group of drama students performing a parody opening number titled Welcome to the Jeopardome, featuring lyrics like, "Three brave souls and one bored doll. Answers waiting, conquer all. Ring that buzzer, take your stand. But don't forget, this is in the form of a question, man." Jennings offers a final word, for now. By Friday, the movement had gained attention from mainstream media. Jennings appeared on Good Morning America via satellite, where he was, once again, asked about the possibility. Laughing, he said, "Look, if Broadway can do Spamalot and Shrek, I suppose Jeopardy isn't the craziest next step. But let's take a vote. If enough fans say yes, maybe we'll throw in a musical category next season. I just can't promise I'll sing it well." He paused, then deadpanned. "Although, I've been told my Double Jeopardy blues is Grammy-worthy. So, will it actually happen?" At this point, it's unclear. The Jeopardy production team hasn't formally committed to the idea, but with Ken Jennings clearly having fun and fans pushing harder than ever, a musical-themed episode, whether full-blown or just lightly sprinkled, may be closer than we think. Jennings closed out the week with one last tweet. "If we do it, I'm demanding a tap-dancing daily double reveal. You've been warned."